I did not go well. I did not go well for him at the end. That was, pretty bad. Well, we've stumbled upon a note, which we should probably use. Also, our sanity is all over the place here. So let me just go ahead and cast ourselves a stronger recover here. Are you gonna cast that? There we go. That's better. That's much better. Let's go see what we picked up here. This note from Edward. My dearest Alex, I am glad that you have followed my paper trail thus far. I knew I could depend on you. This will be the hardest part of your journey. Look for the... Excuse me? Look for the 88 keys to continue your journey into the... 88 keys? What? What do you mean 88 keys? How long do you think I've got to do this stream, huh? Edward? Do you have any concept of viewer retention? 88 keys? What is this, a fetch quest? Are you kidding me? Screw it. I'm getting me some pizza. I'm gonna be right back. I am not happy here. I'm gonna be right back. 88 keys, my absolute ever-loving ass. Where's my BRB text? There we go. Alright, kids. So the good news is the pizza's in hand. So that's good. Let's change display while we're here. Why not? I've got all these to show off. What the hell, right? I don't think I've shown this one off. I think I showed this actually on a stream I did on Hidden Assets. But I don't think I've had this one on here, so... Here's my webcam thing nowadays. Too many sources. I need to clean it up one day. But probably not today. There we go. Here's another one. I enjoyed the game enough, and I actually thought it was a pretty decent picture, so I was like, what the hell? We'll grab one. The second game will inevitably happen at some point. Right, okay, so... 88 keys, eh? Great. Continuing your journey into the past. Lovely. Just fix ourselves up here. We're a bit beaten up. Alrighty then. So, if I had to find 88 keys, where would I begin my search? Probably not in this room. Now, as has been noted, N is very likely. We're not actually trying to find 88 keys. I think that's pretty likely here. 88 keys. So what do it mean by 88 is the question. Somewhat unsure. We do now have access to our level 2 magic, basically. So you would imagine that we need to use this something. I know, right? That's the only thing I think it has a key on it. You would know about keychains, wouldn't you, my dear? It's not got keys on it. It's got, you know, whatever else. There are a couple of puzzles we still not solved. We still haven't found a resolution to this puzzle yet with the mirror and stuff. I don't know when we're gonna finally figure that one out. There was a piano in one of these rooms. I think it was like back here, if memory serves. Keychains for each, yeah. It's pretty close. Seeing the piano stirred up distant recollections of Paul Luther's story in Alex's mind. The echoes of those notes in the cathedral notes also within her own consciousness. Her hands are drawn to the keys. Wrong button. Damn it, This seems like bullshit to me, but sure. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm sorry. The Forbidden City. Yes, this really, really bad place. It's not the same.
Who are you?
The Byzantine Wars?
I am your lord and conqueror.
What manner of forsaken being are you?
So, you can see me in my true form. You are a gifted man. Take this one and use him as the foundation for the pillar. He is special and should be given a special place among the suffering.
That's probably not good. Alright then. Next one it is.
Much has been written about the exploits of conquerors. In the context of history, one man's champion is another man's nemesis, hero or murderer. Much has been written, but what has not is far more interesting. The Tome of Eternal Darkness mentions a Venetian artist and architect of the Renaissance named Roberto Bianchi. Roaming abroad to find inspiration, he was captured by a warlord expanding his empire. He forced Roberto to use his architectural and engineering skills to construct a monument to his greatness. To complete his task, he must survey the site.
So I'm slightly inaccurate here, which I thought I was. This is just after the dissolution of the Byzantine Empire. For those history buffs out there. The Byzantines basically being what followed on from the Romans. We had the Roman Empire, it split into East and West. The West went to hell, got sacked by barbarians, and the East turned into the Byzantine Empire, which lasted until the 15th century, Constantinople, that sort of lovely good stuff. It ended mid-1400s, it ended by this point. Not by long. But just in context.
Survey the site quickly, dog, and maybe you'll live long enough to see the sacrament's construction.
Just gonna fix my hair first.
Did you think we would trust you, Bianchi? Even though you are graced with the generosity of our liege, you are still his prisoner. As I said, finish your work quickly, and maybe we'll drag you out of this hole.
This game was released in 2004? I think? 2002. My apologies. Close enough. It's from the GameCube. So Roberto must survey the ruins of this ancient temple. The rooms he must survey can be found on the map. Only when these areas have been inspected can the construction begin. Very good. Well, let's have a look at our map then, I guess. Alright, let's have a look at our map here. So, we are... I see. So, we've got a few areas we need to look at specifically here by the looks of it. Gotta work out my controls here. So, we got one up there. So the place is largely mapped out. Largely mapped out, that is. Not entirely, though. I bet this is where we were originally with Kareem. I know, definitely, yeah, like the early like this is, it's so reeks of early 2000s, doesn't it? I completely agree. Arrangement has been constructed, suffered some damage. The rest of the complex is unknown. Alright then. Well, let's go and get ourselves ready for troubles. But you should have checked out some of the first stream if you weren't there. So much for that. Kareem's section was awesome. Kareem's a badass. And this game does have some pretty good music when it wants to as well. So it looks like this is the same Persian temple that... Hello, that Kareem went to. Hey! Hey! Hey, I'm talking to you, buddy! What you doing? Thank you. He hopes Robo is there to save them and longs to see his family and friends once he escapes. Slavery. Bit of a problem. Well, let's keep heading down, I guess. Officially, I can target him, but we're not going to do that. That's a bad sound. Roberto, by the way, looks like he'd want to be anywhere else than this. Which, you know what? Is probably quite fitting. Oi! Ah, man, I'm going to have to fight you with a torch. This sucks. I have no spell book, bear in mind. So I've got to do it with this. Oh, this is so bad. I can't fight like this. This is just... I'm going to be here all day. Get him! I found his weak spot. It's in his back, apparently. Get him! Throw a punch in this dude. You think he'd, like, set on fire by now, wouldn't you? The worst fire I've ever used in my life. This isn't working. But sunk cost fallacy dictates that I must continue my work. I think that's how that works. Ah! Oi! Let's move on. It's not working. We have to just deal with our sanity. Is going to go all over the place here for now. It's going to suck. Well, he's dead. One of Robert's fellow slaves lies dead. His wounds seem to have attracted the attention of the beasts. They've been gnawed upon open, spilling his innards onto the dusty floor. I would, but there's no thrust ability. That's the only attack I got. He could be napping really hard, having spilled ketchup on his shirt immediately. That's a bit worrying. Crossbow bolts. Sure. Structure around here shows no signs of stress. It's far from sound. Some reinforcement might be able to suit the requirements of the model. Yeah, you know. They had tomatoes in the 1500s. In Persia. You know. We didn't have tomatoes. Ooh. Oh, safe. I'll take that. Nice. That's a cool looking blade. A curved Arabic sword with a distinctive pommel is a standard weapon for most Middle Eastern armies. Exactly, you know. Yeah, if I'm gonna have, like, me a decent cut of ribeye in the 1500s, then it only comes with the best of accoutrements. Accoutrement. Don't like the look of this. This feels like a trap, everyone. And I hate it. Just no mustard. They hadn't gone that far yet. This is gonna be bad. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Got him? Yeah. Wow. Just slaughtered. Beautiful. Good job, Roberto. Taking on these zombies with apparent ease. That's something that is amazing in this game. The apparent ease that everyone just deals with all these unholy beasts. Like, you know, pretty standard. I mean, it's pretty funny. Were they? I'll stick to my Byzantine history. Or like the potato famine or something. Right. What's up Roberto's stats like? Roberto has an absolute bucket ton of health, and that's good to see. Yeah, here they come. Well, unsurprising. You need to make sure we're executing these enemies here to regain our sanity. We have no other way of doing so, right? Which is kind of a problem. Standard. Why are none of you guys armed? There's literal demons around here. Oh, there's some hidden crossbow bolts right there. Speaking of crossbow bolts, there we go, we got it. Nice. Hello. Is this one of the areas we got a survey? I would imagine probably. This is indeed. Let's go find the point 2 survey. Probably over here. Fresh salsa. Ah, meatloaf. I do. That's one thing I do miss in the States. Is I do miss meatloaf. Meatloaf's pretty cool. Dust and rock falls on the roof through a fault in the stone. Difficult for Roberto to assess how sturdy the place is, but it needs a lot of reinforcement. It is to be built upon. Basically, let's find someone else. I mean, no, but like, then put some of your soldiers. I don't know. Here we go. I know, right? So here's the various statues we've been finding them. We're running out of statues here. Here he is. Paul Luther. Getting pretty lengthy, that. Alright, so we pick up all our spells, which is good. We're going to be needing these. Settle down. Are you okay? He confesses that cowardice and stayed behind while other ventures further into the complex. And the screams of the others echoed on the walls. He dared not move. I believe that. Trappers. Ah, jeez. I would go with ancient millennia old war against various gods seeking dominion over Earth, populace, resources, and greatness. Many unlucky people get caught up in it. Game is not bad. That suffices. Anyway, so here's a trapper dimension. We don't want to be here for too long. This place is pretty dangerous. I'm gonna go ahead and enchant our weapon, however. Go and boost that up. I can't enchant it. I'm in the dark. I'm in the freaking I'm in a trapper realm. I can't use spells. Alright, let's just get out of here. Generally don't want to stay here too much unless you are, you know, about to have a really bad day. There's not a lot I can do when the trappers are like literally walking into me. Damn things. I'll be honest, I don't really like the trappers. I like these forced, like you gotta walk slowly sections. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's what it is. Collapse roof and scaffolding. We ain't going further down that way. Oh. Da 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 da. Get him! Violence! I see that thing in the distance, and that is something we do not want to screw around with. That is a guardian. These things are serious business. There's a spell in there, however. Tad scroll of paper. We will be taking that. Summon zombie, eh? Ah, nice. Spicy green bean casserole with the dinner. Yeah, we're sorry. Hey, spicy green casserole. Can't hate it. So that's what it is. Summon zombie. Well then, shall we test our summon zombie ability in a second? By the way, notice that Guardian is continuing to drain our sanity. That's kind of a problem. So, spell list. Summon zombie. We need level 5 of that, preferably. So let me just go ahead and do this. Summon creature. I don't hate it. Right, summon zombie. Level. Oh, there is no level 3 for this. It's got to be level 5. Okay, makes sense. After a zombie's been summoned, press A to attack enemies. Attacks can be targeted using R. Attack an enemy's head to perform a gnaw. Can press... I don't know what button that is to release control of the zombie. Zombies can open doors, but not pick up items. Get him! That's, it's not going well. Would you... This is... That was not that epic, was it? We tried and failed miserably. Would you? Oh, damn it. Yeah, finding these things is probably not worth our trouble. Let's just get the hell out of here. I don't need to inspect this place, do I? I definitely do not. Right, let's just bail. Standard. Standard. I don't know if a spell has been used on us or if that's just our sanity losing its mind. I'm kind of unsure. I'm unable to save the game, so let's hope that I'm not about to die. But I don't know. Yeah, he's managing pretty nicely, but I'm a little concerned here.
This isn't really happening.
Just making sure. There is carnage going on down there, by the way. Extreme violence is occurring. That's bad. I'd rather leave the quick spells on for now. Jeez. Well, he's dead. The man's body's been pulverized, having thrown against the wall with such force that it collapsed. I can't fight this. Don't mind me! I cannot fight that in my current state. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, hello. Stupid zombies. Oh, great. It's blocked off the route forward. Typical. Their flesh has been devoured in places and decomposition has already set in. They want to be a slave. So we clearly need to do something in order to fix this situation. I think I know what we've got to do. We're just not going to do it right now. Oh, that's bad. Screw that room. Screw that room. Let's just piece ourselves together. Were they blue? I think they were blue. So we're going to want some green enchantment here. The spell effects are really loud, by the way. That's not just you. Don't have enough energy for that. Not enough. Right. Let's go get him. Violence. Uh-oh, that's pretty bad. Ah! Help! Don't kill me. Ow. Couldn't do much there. Just had to sit there and take whatever damage was probably coming, so... That wasn't bad. Alright then. Let's keep exploring, I guess. That door is locked. Hi guys! Structure of the area could be braced for enough, provide enough of a foundation for the monument. We don't know what monument this is yet, by the way. Oh, that dude's got like blood on his chest, like... It's a trap, it's a trap, it's a trap. That's what's going on. This is actually bad. They're all possessed by bone thieves. I think we just get out of here. Roberto is not a great fighter. We need to, like, not really get involved in a lot of this. It's for the best. Let's go restore some health here. Yeah, the meatier spells, you've got to make sure you use them out of combat. I'd rather keep the shorter ones for in combat. When you're quite done. Have I got any bars I'm really low on? Eh. Not enough to justify. Well, they're upset, which they should be. I hear violence. Oh, I see. It appears that Mantarok is having a war here. We're just gonna kindly walk by. A moat of molten rock and fire prevents access. Roberto ponders its purpose and reason and finds none. We're going to need to find a way to get over there, though, however. Is this place I've got to mark off? It is not. Wow. Freaking Mantarok zombies got butchered, by the way. Sucks to be them. Wrong one. We need this one. Let's go get him. You didn't need those limbs, did you? I hope you didn't. That's not what I'm looking at. Yeah, thanks, whatever. Trying to execute dudes. Finish him. I don't know how they avoided that one scene, by the way, but apparently they did. It's a good job there. So look at these runes, I guess. The wall decorated with runes. Great care has been taken to place the scaffolding around the symbols, not to damage them. Very much so. So we need to find a way to get to this key. There must be a spell that we need. The question is what? That is the symbol of Chigora, I think. Yeah. Chaturga. So we need to work out what spell we would need to use. Like a reveal invisible improve spell, maybe? Maybe there's a bridge we gotta cross. I can get behind that. This is Nakareth and Redgamore. Oops. So if it's red, we need to use a blue variant of it, I reckon. I like being intelligent sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. The Forgotten Corridor Key. Alright, very good. That's the thing I like about this game. Like, this game does have definite puzzles, but they're not really normally that obtuse. You know, a lot of them you can kind of suss out generally what you gotta do, which is good design. You know, I don't mind having puzzles that have got to make you think a little bit and kind of piece together going off previous game experience. So, yeah, good game design there. I appreciate that.
Help me, Grandpa. I can't take this anymore.
Don't be so weak, Alex. You have a stronger mind than this. I
Yeah,
didn't bring up a
Alex.
weakling, not a scared wretch of a girl.
You kept kept all this from me. You kept me alone. You shared nothing with me.
I couldn't. I could never give you the burden. I just wanted you to grow up. To grow up and leave me alone.
Jeez,
Why
Granddad.
couldn't you have been killed with your parents?
This isn't really happening.
What the frick? Wow. My granddad just wished I was dead. Well, that's nice. Thanks for the maternal, you know, guardianship there. What the heck? Man. Hey, we're back here still. Alright, so we've got this key. I just gotta work out what we're doing with it. Don't mind me, just eat some garlic bread. I was kind of asking for it. To be honest, these areas are more of just an inconvenience than anything else, I'm not gonna lie. I should have just stealthed it, would have been quicker. Now, although we can't cast spells in here, our sword is still enchanted. We don't lose the enchantment, which is handy. But it's gone now. Would you die, please, sir? Can stand on these plinths. You allowed one of them to restore a particular stat. Obviously, if you stay too long in the trapper world, you do start having issues here. So you don't want to stay around for too long. The point that by this point, you're better off just running for it and calling it a day. Well, that was fun. Restore some of our stats. Remember to cast regularly, you get your magic points fairly quickly, so just by walking around. So it must open this doorway, right? Is there anywhere else I've missed? Oh, oh, no, that's where I've got to go, I think. Actually, I don't know. I feel like I've missed somewhere. This map is confusing. Hello? How do you do? Hopefully fairly decent. Welcome to this curious game. Been good. Curious is the word. Like the dogs. Don't like the look of that. That looks pretty bad. Okay. So we need to find a way to do something about this. A shield spell, maybe? I think it's gonna matter which one. I mean, it works, I guess. Most likely victims of the wandering denizens. The desperate bid to escape ended in a mire of blood and pain. That's a problem. I might be about to die here, everyone. Ah! that was concerning. I think I'm gonna save the game. Don't mind me. That's probably bad. I'd say I like the look of this. Very suspicious. Are you okay? Man babbles incoherently about worms devouring his countrymen. Roberto will be next. Humans thrown into a nest of huge worms. People have been sacrificed, ingested by the worms to fuel some unknown, unfathomable process. That's probably not good. I do spot this. A man's skeletal remains in the cruel embrace of a multitude of worm-like creatures. That's probably not good. Again, contextual. I appreciate that. That's probably not good. Oi! You're not allowed to suck my stuff away like that. Reload, man. Apparently one shot's good enough to scare them away, so I guess that's good. Sure. The workers have a daunting task ahead of them, isn't that the truth? It's a bad place. I did not survey the other area, it should be noted. I kind of want to go back and do so. Okay, good. A very strange place, this. I'm not gonna lie, brother. You should probably get the hell out of here. My advice to you. Alright. So we did miss one area, and I've got to work out how to get back there. Ah, jeez, right. This is gonna be a thing. Shield. Okay, so let's go to the map here. So we need to get back to this area here, which is down a couple of floors from where we're at. How would I get down there? Have I even been there? It's the very bottom. Oh, I know how to get there. Okay, I think I've worked out how to get there. Okay. We just gotta run here. The shielding largely protecting us from the electric stuff. Just about. Very good. Roberto is, he is not suited for this. So, we need to go this way. I think I know which way I've got to go here. We need to get down here. That's what we've got to do. We've got to get into there, but we need to deal with this trap mechanism. I have a plan. I have a cunning ruse. I see. Expensive spell is expensive. Alright. We just run around here. We gather our mana. Very good. Apparently magic goes along the principle of kinetic energy. Apparently that's how that works. You gotta love it when science